Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I am super excited because we are going to be doing a little eye look using the new Urban Decay palette, which is in collaboration with Marvel to celebrate the release of the new movie The Eternals. Guys, this palette, can we take a second? Like, you know I love blue and gold. Like, I think the packaging's gorgeous. If you open it up here, you'll see you've got a little pop-up. Like, I love when Urban Decay do palettes with the pop-ups here. Like, I think it is just so cool. And then, of course, the funnest part of all is the eyeshadows inside. So there's a really good mixture of neutrals, pops of colours, shimmers and matte. I think this is a really great colour story. I think the palette looks super cute, so I am super excited to get down and do a look with this today. I will have all the products I use in this video linked below. I am an Urban Decay affiliate. I do work for the brand, but I'm not even paid to make this video. So if you want to check out this palette, it will be linked below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure today is the day that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me, and yeah, let's get into the palette. So you see here the palette is really cute. It's blue and gold. It's got the logo for the movie on the front. If you pop it up, you'll see you've got a super classic Urban Decay pop-up moment. It's been a while since we've had a pop-up in a palette, and I think it looks tongue twister. It's been a while since we've had a pop-up in a palette from Urban Decay, and I always love when we do cute palettes like this. I think this one's really nice, especially if you have seen the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I am going to see it this weekend. I'm so excited. And then if you open up the actual palette itself, you'll see you've got a really nice colour story here. There is classic neutrals, pops of colours, and a really good ratio of mattes to shimmers. I think even if you're not a fan of the movie, I think the colour story is going to be really cute. So I think it's something that you can do a lot of looks with, and I'm super excited to do a look with it today. So let's get started. Okay guys, you know the drill right now. We're going to zoom you guys in so you can see the makeup, and let's get into the eye look. So I'm going to just start off by priming my eyes using Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. Eden is a really nice nude matte, so it's perfect for laying down that super opaque base. So we're just going to go ahead and prime our eyes and make sure that colour is super opaque across the lid, so that anything we put on top is going to be gripped really nicely, really evenly, and the colour is going to stay on. I really have been loving using an eye primer again lately. You guys know sometimes I go through phases where I'm like concealer just for easiness, but when you're doing like a really glam look, I think it is really important to give yourself that perfect base, so an eye primer is key. Oh, and we've got little Harvey lying next to me snoring, so apologies if you hear the dog snoring. So we're going to start off by taking the shade Loyalty, which is this beautiful mustard colour. Like, I think it is such a gorgeous shade, and we're going to just use that. We're going to just use that to stamp into the crease to get the idea of where we want to take the colour, how high. You know, I like to kind of stamp these colours down first to get the shape that I want, and then I'll go ahead and blend it out. And then we're just taking a clean blending brush, and we're going to just use that to blow the colour out. The main goal here is just to have no harsh lines. Once you've got the colour kind of blended out using your clean brush, you can go in and add a little bit more just to help diffuse the edges. But I like to start off with a clean brush first, just so we can get that really nice soft blend. So next up, we're going to take the shade Famous, which is the really nice dark chocolatey brown, and we're going to just use that to really deepen up the eye socket. So you're just window wipering this back and forward. Don't worry if you feel like it's not blending into the matte mustard quite yet, because we are going to go in and diffuse those two colours together through in a little second. This is all about just getting your crease as nice and dark as possible, and just trying to diffuse the edges so you don't have a harsh line of dark brown. And then we're going to just go in and blend those two colours together, and we're going to be taking the shade Astrolabe for this. Astrolabe. It does look like it's got a bit of sparkle in the pan, but when it blends out a bit more matte. If you remember the Urban Decay Single Shadow Riff, my holy grail eyeshadow, it really reminds me of that. It's like matte with a kind of sparkle through it, but it blends out really matte. So really nice colour, and we're going to just use that just to kind of soften the gap between where the mustard shadow ends and the dark brown begins. And if you feel like you're losing that mustard in the crease, don't worry, you can always go back in and re-intensify. This is just about getting that really seamless blend at first. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to start to smoke out our lower lash line. So we're going to kind of finish the browns at first, but like, you know, this blue right here is calling my name, right? So that's probably what's going to be on the lid, but I want to just smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking my 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the shade Whiskey. If you're new here, you'll soon realise this gets used in most videos. It is the perfect brown pencil. So we're just running that along our lower lash line, and then we're going to go ahead and just smoke out with a little smudger brush before we add any shadow. I don't want to take this too low. I always say that, but I always end up taking it too low. anything that's left on my brush from smudging that out, I tend to kind of work that into the outer corner as like a kind of brown gel liner, just to really intensify that outer corner. And then we're going to go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line. So we're going back in with some more of that shade Astrolabe, and we're just using that to soften the shade Whiskey. You'll see this is really great for just giving you a really nice seamless blend. I do always like to smoke out my eye pencil with a shadow, but I like to smudge the shadow out on its own first and then use the shadow on top just to diffuse. See, that's looking really nice so far. And then we're going to take a little bit of the shade Loyalty again, that lovely mustard, and just run that over the edges of where the brown stops. It's all about mirroring. It's all about mirroring what's going on top to what's going on at the bottom. Oh guys, this colour combo is giving me so much life. So I'm just kind of going back and forward with all these different colours just to make sure that I'm really happy with how the blend is looking. And so far I think it's looking really nice, like really soft and really blended. If in doubt, always just take the first brush with that mustard shade again and just use that to make sure that's really prominent, because that's the trick to getting this look to look super like warm and like autumnal and glam, is having that really nice kind of mustard transition. It's super on trend just now. Really like it. Now we're going to go ahead and pick our lid colour. So there's so many gorgeous looking shimmers in this palette, I really didn't know what one to go for, but this blue one right here called Soaring is like screaming my name, so I think we're going to do that all over the lid. But we're going to just go ahead and load our brush up with this colour first, but I think I'm going to use it wet just to make sure the shimmer gets maximum impact. Guys, can you see how like that shadow goes on? It is wet. That is like a super pigmented blue. Like that looks sick. I always like to apply a shimmer with my finger. I always just feel it really helps it go on like as intense as what I want it to. Guys, that looks so nice. Oh, I'm kind of obsessed with that. Okay, so I feel like because this eyes went quite smoky on top, I'm going to just add a little bit more depth to the lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking my 24/7 and glider eye pencil in Perversion. That is that really intense creamy velvety black that you know I love. And this is just going to add a little bit of balance to the look. Yeah, I think sometimes when you've got quite a heavy eye on top, it's nice to add a little bit of darkness to the bottom, just to make sure everything balances out nicely. And just to make sure the inner eye is popping, we're going to take some of that shade Cosmic Blast and just really make sure that it gives that a really bright pop in the inner eye. Guys, I'm kind of obsessed with this. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. You guys know this is my holy grail mascara, and we're going to just really try and build up some volume on our lashes, pretending that I'm not going to put on falsies, because I always tell myself I'm going to do natural lashes. Yeah, I don't. Okay guys, I went ahead and popped on some little half lashes, and I really am kind of obsessed with how this look came out. So final thoughts on the palette, guys. Like, apart from the packaging goals alone, like, can you see we love a pop-up? It's so old school, urban, classic, UD, throwback, like such a vibe. Like, this palette, the formula of this is gorgeous, like unbiased. Like, this formula is beautiful. The colours layered together so nicely. I'm sure you guys know this is like my obsession right now, but the shimmers were gorgeous. Even when I was swatching the other shimmers to see what colour I was going to put on my lid, like they just felt beautiful. Like, it's such a cool palette. I think for if you're even not a big Marvel fan and you're looking for a good palette to get someone for a gift, this is really nice because it's got all the variety of different colours. It's got neutrals, it's got pops of colour. It really reminds me of like the Urban Decay Vice palettes that they used to do, like that kind of vibe. Like the colour stories right up my street. I think I will use this a lot because there's so much that can be done with it, so I really, really like it. So if you want to check it out, it will be linked in my bio along with everything else that I used today. So that is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. Like, are we liking this kind of blue smoky eye? I think it's quite cool, quite cute. I think it's something that I'm super vibing with, so you like that so far. So let me know in the comments what looks you want to see me do next. Coming up to like holiday season, I think it is time that we did some super glam looks again. Obviously like roundups of favourite products of the year, that sort of thing. All coming, watch this space, link below. And yeah, if you're not able to get me on Instagram and TikTok, I will link them on the screen somewhere too. Give this video a big thumbs up, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you on the next video, bye.